I am 88 years old. I have buried my husband. I have buried most of my friends. I have even buried people I once couldn't stand. And somewhere along the way, I also buried the younger version of myself who cared so desperately about what everyone thought. I'm standing very close to the edge now. You get to a point where you can feel the drop ahead of you. And before I step off, I feel this urgency to turn around and speak to those of you still dancing at the party, still acting like the lights will never come on. Because you are living under a very comfortable illusion that you have time. You treat your days like loose change, like you can waste a handful and never notice, like there's some secret savings account of tomorrows waiting for you. There isn't. You all know you're going to die, of course. You say it casually, but you don't know it in your bones. You don't feel how fragile the whole thing is. If you did, you wouldn't be living the way you are. Let me tell you about a woman named Laura. It was 1974. Laura was my closest friend, brighter than me, braver than me, always the most alive person in any room. We were sitting at a cafe after she landed a huge promotion. She held her coffee with both hands, smiling like the future belonged to her. She said, "Give me 4 more years. I'll push hard, save enough, then I'll quit. I'll move to Spain. I'll learn the language. I'll finally paint again. That's when life starts." Laura had a plan, a timeline, a beautiful, organized future. 2 weeks later, she was gone. A brain aneurysm, no warning. She collapsed in her kitchen before the ambulance could even get there. She was 39. She never saw Spain, never opened a paint set, never got to the part where she was finally going to live. I stood by her coffin, and the tragedy wasn't that she died. That happens to all of us. The tragedy was that she postponed her own life like it was an appointment she could reschedule. A week later, I helped clear out her office. Her planner was full. Meetings, deadlines, projects marked urgent. Within a month, someone else had her desk. Within a year, new employees didn't even know her name. And when I look at people your age now, I see Laura everywhere. I'll rest after this project. I'll travel when things calm down. I'll fix my marriage when the kids are older. I'll call my sister someday. There is no someday. There is only the day you are standing in. And every time you trade today for a tomorrow that isn't promised, you are gambling with stakes you don't understand. Let's talk about your things. I had a big house once, 2 floors, a garden, rooms we barely used, closets packed with things I swore I needed, shoes, dishes for special occasions, decorations I took out once a year. I had a new car every few years. I thought that meant I was doing well. Now I live in a small assisted living apartment. I have a bed, a chair, a lamp, and 1 framed photo of my husband smiling on a beach 40 years ago. And let me tell you with the clarity that only comes near the end, almost everything I spent my life buying was just future garbage. I've attended more funerals than weddings in the last decade. I have never once seen someone take their belongings with them. When you die, your children, who love you, will still hire strangers to empty your home. They'll keep a few meaningful items. The rest goes into boxes, then dumpsters. That's the final destination of most of what you're working yourself sick to afford. So why are you exhausting your body and missing your son's soccer games for things that will end up in a landfill? Why are you sitting in traffic for hours to pay for a house you're never home to enjoy? It's madness, and you won't see it clearly until you are sitting where I am. By then, there's no refund counter. Let me tell you about what I once thought was my greatest moment. 1983. I won a regional leadership award for my work in finance. Big ballroom, applause, my name echoing through. I drove home holding that glass trophy like it proved my life meant something. The house was dark. My husband, Michael, had gone to bed. My daughter had left a note on the table. "You missed my play, Mom. It's okay. Maybe next time." There are no next times you can go back to. I don't remember the speech I gave that night. I don't remember who sat at my table. But I remember that note. I remember the feeling in my chest when I realized I had traded something real for something that vanished the moment the applause stopped. Listen to me carefully. Your job will replace you. Your clients will forget you. Your company will move on before your chair gets cold. But the people who love you, they feel every absence, every not now, every distracted conversation where your eyes are on a screen instead of their face. At 88, here is what matters. Who did you love well? Who felt seen because of you? What moments did you actually inhabit instead of rushing past? Everything else fades. If you wake up tomorrow, you already won the lottery. Don't spend the prize like it's worthless. The house was dark when I came home. My husband, Daniel, was already asleep. My daughter's bedroom doors were closed, the hallway light left on like a small lighthouse in the quiet. I sat alone at the kitchen table in our house in Portland, still in my formal clothes, staring at that glass award in my hands. I poured myself a drink I didn't even want. And that's when it hit me. The applause had stopped. All those people in that ballroom cheering for me, they didn't love me. They loved what I produced, what I signed, what I approved. I was useful to them, not precious. But upstairs, behind those doors, were the people who loved me without conditions. And I had been too busy for them for months just to win that shiny piece of glass. I missed my daughter's championship game because I had to finalize numbers. I missed my anniversary dinner to secure a partnership. And for what? That award? It's probably in some storage box now. I honestly don't know where it ended up, but I know exactly where the memory lives of my husband trying to smile when I told him again, "I can't make it tonight." That stays. You think your career is your legacy. It isn't. It's a transaction. You are selling hours of your life, hours you will never get back, to help build something that does not belong to you. If you died this afternoon, your job would be posted online before your family finished choosing a photo for your obituary. Do not worship your career. It will never love you back. It won't sit beside your hospital bed. It won't hold your hand when the room gets quiet and the machines start making that soft, steady sound. So what actually matters? If money is a tool and status is smoke and possessions are temporary, what's left? I'll tell you. The only things you truly keep are the things you gave away: your love, your time, your attention, your presence. I'm 88 now, sitting in a small apartment by the coast in Maine. When my mind wanders, I don't replay contracts or negotiations. I replay slow Sunday mornings with Daniel, sunlight through the curtains. I replay my youngest daughter's laugh when she was little and missing her front teeth. I replay the day I helped an elderly woman carry groceries through a snowstorm, and we ended up talking for an hour. That's the real currency. That's the only wealth that follows you to the edge. So here's what I want you to do. First, let your ego die before your body does. You're so afraid of looking foolish, so afraid someone might judge you. So you don't start the project, you don't change careers, you don't tell someone how you feel. Let me free you from something. Nobody is watching as closely as you think. People are busy worrying about themselves. You are the center of your story, not theirs. Stop freezing your life because of imaginary critics whose opinions will disappear when they do. Second, practice the last time. One day you will do everything for the last time, and you won't know it when it happens. One day will be the last time you hug your mother, the last time your child asks you to sit beside them, the last ordinary cup of coffee on an ordinary morning. If you truly understood that, you'd slow down, you'd feel the hug, you'd taste the coffee, you'd look at the person in front of you like they're not replaceable, because they aren't. Third, wake up. I'm 88. My knees ache when it rains. My eyesight fades at night. But you still have energy, mobility, possibility. And you are spending it numbing yourself. Endless scrolling, endless distractions. You are anesthetizing your own life. Go outside, feel the air, call someone you love for no reason. Forgive someone, not because they deserve it, but because carrying resentment is heavy and you don't have the time or the back strength for that kind of luggage. We are all going to die. That's not tragic, it's clarifying. The tragedy is reaching the end and realizing you were careful instead of alive, busy instead of present, safe instead of real. Don't wait for after this year. Don't postpone joy like it's irresponsible. Don't assume love can be scheduled later. Say, I love you first. Take the trip. Eat the good food on a Tuesday. Sit longer at the table. The clock is not loud, but it is always ticking. I can hear it clearly now. So please, don't let your life run out still wrapped in plastic. I'm tired now. Go live.